Industry expert calls Flash box office debut a disaster for DC. And just think about that. This is not the first one. This is like the third one they've had, and they're setting up for two more. Two more. Aquaman is setting up to be a disaster, and Blue Beetle is setting up to be another disaster. At some point, you're going to completely lose the entire audience. James Gunn is in serious trouble right now because he is taking over this universe, and he is taking over in a very, very bad time, and I'm not sure he can dig them out of this hole, especially since he fired Henry Cavill, who's the guy that you could build this entire universe around. I saw the Flash movie. I hated the Flash movie. I despised it. There was not anything that I liked about it outside of shockingly Ben Affleck's Batman. That's pretty much the only thing. Yes, Michael Keaton was cool, but did not fully realize how cool that could have been. It could have been so much better. They wasted Michael Keaton. It was a disaster. It says an industry expert has called The Flash's underwhelming box office debut a disaster for DC Studios. Speaking to Variety, an anonymous industry veteran who worked on major film campaigns such as The Flash said The Flash should be opening at 120 million domestic after it opened at a feeble 55 million. This is an unmitigated disaster. This is because DC Studios' 2023 release schedule, which includes Shazam 2, The Flash, Blue Beetle, and Aquaman 2, is estimated by experts speaking to Variety to cost between 1.1 billion and 1.2 billion in production and marketing, leaving the remaining two films with a lot to catch up, and they ain't making it. The Flash premiered on June 15th and is therefore due another few weeks at the box office, though its recent competition in the likes of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has completely outperformed it so far. The sequel opened at 125.5 million, and even its second week earned more than The Flash's debut. Good Lord. There has certainly been plenty of conversation around The Flash, however, headlined by its wealth of cameos that have been deemed by some as odd and offensive. The box office performance also raises a question mark over star Ezra Miller's future in the DCU, and perhaps DC Studios co-CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran's eagerness to bring The Flash back sooner rather than later. This is a big problem for DC. And if it's a big problem for DC, again, I want to point out how bad Disney has been doing at the box office as well. Hollywood is losing so much momentum right now, and they deserve it. They deserve it. And again, the DC is failing for different reasons than Marvel and Pixar and Lucasfilm. But the fact is they all deserve to be losing because they don't have the number one focus in mind, which is the fans. They have never had the fans' best interest in mind, and it's been a problem for several years for them. And so they're going to continue to struggle like this. I don't know what the next steps are for the DCEU. I have no idea. I don't think James Gunn can save it. I say that as a fan of his films. I really love all three Guardians movies and the holiday special for Guardians, and I've liked his other stuff in terms of Brightburn, and the Suicide Squad really wasn't that good, though, from James Gunn. But overall, I've liked a lot of his stuff. I just think that he is walking into a complete and total failing situation. And right now, the audience is checking out of all DC properties. And I don't think there's any way that you're going to get them back in the foreseeable future. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.